Hi guys, and welcome to another review that I'm going to be doing on a couple of surf rods that I've used here in the recent past. They're both Penn rods and reels. I hope this gives you a little bit of information. The first one we're going to look at is the Penn Spin Fisher. It's the brand new model out this year for 2019. It's the Spin Fisher 6. And this is the 5500 series reel. It has 6 ball bearings in it. The drag washers on this are I'm not sure if they're nylon or what they are, but the reel itself is super smooth. It has 25 pounds of drag capacity on that particular size. This is the 5500 again. Nice, very nice looking reel with the gold highlights, black and gold. I've put it on a Penn Battalion 9-foot surf rod, which I like a lot. It's a nice, comfortable size for me. I'm not a tall fella. It's a nice size rod. It's not an overkill. What I'm catching off of the beach, and then, I'm not looking for giant sharks. I'm looking for jacks and snook and fish like these. As big as I can get them, mind you. But with 25 pounds of drag, it'll handle a lot of large fish. The handle's quite nice. The grip on the handle is nice, rubberized. The reel just come out this year. The Spin Fishers have been around for a while. The reel, I don't know, they've put some seals on this reel, and I'm not going to say that it's completely waterproof, because I don't really want to say that about any reel, but some of them, they are, but some of them are not. This reel here, I haven't had any issues with it. I've had it in the salt water. I'm always cleaning my reels off after I've used it in the salt water anyway. I make sure when I get home I hose them down, take the spool off, hose it down a little bit, clean it out, dry it up as much as I can. You want to do that. I mean, if you're fishing with whatever reel you're using, you want to do that if you're fishing in the salt water. And also, it's not a bad idea to wash your rod down neither as well, because salt will just eat away at stuff. Like even the rods, your guides on your rods too as well. Like, you want to just hose everything down with that. It's just a good practice to do. The reel, the Battalion reel that I've matched this Spin Fisher up with, it is a composite blank on this. It's a 70-30, I believe, ratio. 70% graphite, 30% glass in this, which makes this rod extremely light, but it still has that glass, so you can put the beef to the fish if you want to. You can really, it's quite a nice rod. The handle on this is a rubberized shrink tube. It's rubberized. Grips really nicely. You don't slip on this. Reel seats are Fuji. They're the actual seat itself is stainless steel, black stainless that's been painted black. Sits on a graphite post here as well. The guides on this rod are Fuji guides, yep, with the really quality inserts in them. Everything is really nice about this. The weight on this is it's just perfect. This is a 9-foot medium Battalion rod, so it takes up to 3-ounce lures. It's rated for 3/4 to 3-ounce lures. 12 to 20 pound mono, 17 to 30 pound braid. I have 30 pound braid on this right here right now. That's what I kind of like to use on this outfit. Again, it's just perfect. It's perfect for casting on the beach in Florida or wherever else you want to fish. Nice, very nice outfit. Yeah. very happy with that. The price on that reel, I was fortunate enough to get this reel and a rod. When they first came out, there was a deal that was going on. It was $129. I got the rod, a Spinfisher rod, and the reel for 129 bucks, which is quite good. Like, the reel itself sells for $139 now. So, and I just want to show you this other one here. This is like a backup rod and reel for me, or if I'm using two rods at the same time. This is the Spinfisher. This is the Spinfisher rod. What this rod reminds me of is, it reminds me very much of an ugly stick. It's a composite blank rod as well, but the action of this, the tip on this, is a little more spongier than what the Battalion is, and I feel that there's more glass in this rod. I'm not sure if that's the truth of it. It could be a 70-30 split again, but I find this rod just a slightly bit heavier, so I'm assuming, and you know, you can again put the beef to fish. It's not a super expensive rod by no means, but it does very much remind me of the ugly stick, the Shakespeare ugly stick. Just the feel of this rod, it gives me that impression anyway. So I'm thinking the 70-30 split there, maybe more of a 70-30 split leaning towards the 70% is glass and the 30% graphite on this. I could be wrong, but that's the feel that I get from this rod. I do like it very much though. Same idea, Fuji guides, Fuji reel seat. It's quality. It's Penn. Like, I mean, even their low end stuff tends to be decent. So you know, if you're a saltwater fisherman and you know, Penn's is a quality company. Yeah, the shrink rubber tubing on the rod, on the handle itself. Nice little butt here, super nice. And what I've done here is I put a Battalion 2 on this. A Penn, excuse me, a Battle 2. It is a 5. It's a 5,000. So both of these reels, one's a 5,500. This one's a 5,000, similar in size. The Spinfisher is elongated slightly more than what the Battle is. I don't really see a whole lot of difference as far as casting goes with either one of these reels, but what the difference is this is not a sealed reel whatsoever. They both have 6 ball bearings. They're both very smooth. They're very, very smooth reels. Again, they both have the same amount of 25 pounds of drag on this one as well. This one here, though, the salt will eat it up. The Spinfisher has some seals in it, keeps the water out of the gearbox. You know, just it's a better idea, much better idea. But if you're diligent and you keep washing your reels when you get them home, get that salt water off the reels, these things will last you for forever, really. Take care of your stuff and it will last you a long time. So what I've done is, because I got the Spinfisher with the Spinfisher reel, I had this on an old, oh my goodness, I think it was an ugly stick I had this reel on. So I took the Spinfisher rod off of that reel, put it on this Battalion rod, which is it's a very well suited combo now. And that reel is perfect for this rod, just perfect. So I've doubled up now. I have my one that I use mostly. This one here is an extra if my wife wants to do a little fishing with me, or if I'm going to set up a couple of lines out with some bait on them. I'm rigged up with my rods. Penn quality is awesome. It really is. You know, they've been around the saltwater for forever. It's what they do. You can't You can't go wrong with this stuff. This reel is, it has 6 bearings in it. It has 25 pounds of maximum drag on it. The gear ratio is 5.6 to 1 on it. On the Spin Fisher, it's 5.6 to 1. Same gear ratio, same bearing amount in both of them. This reel is now retailing for $120, I believe, $119 thereabouts. I'm sure you can find them cheaper. A year ago, I seen these things for $60, and that's when I bought it. They were on some kind of a blowout sale, and then I got them for $60. But now they're selling for like they're quite popular. It's Penn's. You know, it's one of their lower, not complete lower end, but it's really, the quality on them is quite good. You can't go wrong with them. And the Spin Fisher, what do I say about that? That's just a great reel. I mean, that reel's been around for quite a while. The Spin Fisher reel itself has been around for quite a while. They're just getting better and better as time goes by. You know, are they, you know, they're not as good as their higher end reels, but again, for the budget-minded guy that, you know, doesn't want to spend this combo right here, like if that reel, if you were to buy that, be $139. They're selling for in that range. The rod's selling for like $120 thereabouts. You know, you've got a really nice little surf combo here for $300 bucks, like with tax and everything. Put some line on it. You know that the line capacity on this is braid for braid, and that is 420 yards of 30-pound test. A braid. That's a lot of line. That's what's on there right now. Power braid is on that. Power Pro rather. That's what I like. Power Pro. There's a gazillion different braid types out there you can use as well, but yeah, these rods and reels are great for the budget-minded surf fisherman. Yeah, check them out if you can find them. They're all over Amazon. There's a variety of different sites you can find them on. Check them out. You will not be disappointed in them. I'm sure of it. There's very few bad things. If you check the internet, there's very few bad things to say about these rods or these reels. They do what they're supposed to do, and that's get you fish. Yeah, awesome. Guys, have a great day. See ya.